happened. I remember it was this guy who definitely was like on the DL, and like he had told me like, and it was like in a public situation, like, and it was like we were not flirting because he wasn't my type, but he was just like on the DL. He knew like I was out, and he told me like he wanted to suck my dick. Like he's like, let me just suck your dick one time. Yeah, and I just played it off. But then one time we had got into an argument, and I was like, don't let me say it right now because I'll say it. And the nigga shut the fuck up.
Don't let me say it right now.
And he shut the fuck up.
Don't let me say
like.
It was these two twin girls, and I kissed one of them under the cover, and it was fucking lame as a bitch. I don't even know what the fuck I was doing or thinking or none of that shit.
So what the fuck is you talking about? Like, who are you?
Exactly.
A crackhead. No,
what would you do if you found out that this woman that's speaking to us was actually a man?
Yeah, I'm going to kick her ass off the roof. No.
Blog Talk Radio.
On tonight's episode of Confession Session,
Jay-Z is launching a new venture capital firm. How dope is that? Karreuche gets a restraining order on her ex, Chris Brown, and apparently Darius McCrary is a psychopath. What up, y'all? This is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, John Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session!
Woo! Yes, baby. Yeah, gorgeous. No.
What's up, y'all?
How y'all doing?
What's up, everybody? I'm feeling so great today.
I am too. I'm feeling much better. Feeling much better than yesterday, guys. Feeling much better than I felt in a long time. So I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited to be hosting. I'm excited to have Jen as the other host. I mean, just excited right now. Like, life is pretty good. How about y'all? How you been this week?
My week has been okay. Well, if you all don't know, I don't know if I ever talked about it on the show, but I have what's called like scleritis. But it's like inflammation of like the outer part of my eye. Like my eyes are healthy, but for like some reason I just get like a redness that like, and it happens like once a month or like once every 6 weeks, and my eye it'll just become like inflamed, and it's so painful, and it looks horrible, and it's embarrassing. It's just a bad situation. Luckily, when it started like right after I got off, because I was off yesterday, but it started like 2 nights ago. And so the worst night, it's always worse like the day after I initially noticed it. And yesterday it was just like terrible. Like the whole day I was just kind of out of it. Today I feel a little better.
Yes, he was, y'all. He was.
It hurt so bad. And, I just am like so down on myself because I'm walking around with a red ass eye. Everybody thinks I have like pink eye or like, and it's just.
Oh my goodness.
It's something that like you can't explain. Like I've researched it on the internet and I've went to like a million doctors, and it's just like they all say, it's like nothing really wrong. They just don't really know what I can do to stop this from happening, besides taking like a steroid. So it's just something I feel like I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. But, I take, something to when I do notice it to catch it right away so it doesn't get as bad. But yesterday it was just horrible. So.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize.
But I'm feeling better today. I passed the wine. So, I'm excited to be talking to you all. So it's just a good time. How's everything going for you? How has your week been? We never discussed.
My week has been pretty good. Well, my life is awesome now.
Yes.
My week is going pretty good. I've just been thinking about some of the past and how much stuff I've been able to accomplish recently, and how things have been really happening differently for me, and how they're going more so in a positive direction, even with me trying to get my ass back into college, go ahead and finish, pursuing, getting a bachelor's degree in accounting and all of that stuff, just really trying to knock it out and do what I need to do so I can be rich like Ursula Burns, you know what I'm saying? So I can get this coin,
Yes.
So,
coin.
But speaking of Ursula, the coin with the T, baby. Coins with a T. But speaking of Ursula Burns, guys, I just want to do a quick spiel on her for our Black History Confessionals. So, for those who don't know who Ursula Burns is, you ought to know, all right? Her net worth, her salary is $18.7 million. And that's as of 2014, baby. It's 2017, okay? I just want to give you guys a little bit of her background and tell you guys who this woman is. She is the chairman, well, actually, she's the president of Xerox. Now, she was raised by a single mom in a New York housing project. Both her parents were immigrants. She attended a cathedral high school in New York City. She went on to obtain a bachelor's degree and a science degree in medical engineering from New York University in 1980, and then went on to receive a master's degree in that same field, medical engineering, from Columbia University later on. And around 1980, she started working at Xerox as a summer intern, permanently joining the company a year later. After completing her master's degree, she worked in various roles in product development and planning in the remainder of her 20s and in the 1980s. But around 1990, January actually of 1990, her career took an unexpected turn when Wayland Hicks, the senior executive, offered her a job as his executive assistant. If you've ever been an executive assistant, you know that is a tough position. I've been one before, and it's, you need to be a real-life assistant. Them motherfuckers you see on TV, there's one with a piece of paper and a pad, and you going in the offices and you answering phone calls and scheduling meetings. This is what she was doing before Xerox, a large company, a huge firm. So I just wanted to put that in your head for a little bit. Anyways, she accepted the work and worked for him roughly for 9 months, but then she was ready to go back home because she was about to get married. In June of 1991, she became the executive assistant to the chairman and chief executive. In 1999, she was named the vice president for the global manufacturing company. In May of 2000, she was named senior vice president of corporate strategic services and began working closely with the CEO in what both women have described to be a true partnership. And then 2 years later, she became the president of the business group operations. And then in 2007, she just became the motherfucking president of the company. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So she is the first Black African-American, first Black African-American, I mean, it's the same thing. She's the first Black American woman CEO to head a Fortune 500 company. And she's also the first woman to succeed another woman as a head of the Fortune 500 company. In 2014, Forbes rated her the 22nd most powerful woman in the world. And as I stated before, her salary is $18.7 million as of 2014, and she's still pretty young. She was born September 20th in 1958. So that just kind of shows you, just go to school, get that education. You know what I'm saying? You want to get rich, you want to make money, grind, work hard, and get paid. And that's all it is to it, seriously. I mean, you spend a few years in school, and next thing you know, you coming out rich as fuck, and she was 58. So, I mean, a 58-year-old with $18 million as a salary, and your parents were immigrants, and you were raised by your single mom in the projects in New York, bitch, bye. Can't nobody tell me a damn thing about getting money out here. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to come at you guys really quickly with Ursula Burns' story. She is a woman that is still alive, doing well, and getting it popping. So, guys, let's be more educated in 2017, okay? All right.
Yes, I love that. And that's true. Anything is possible. I feel like a lot of times, like even me, I was having a conversation with one of my good friends yesterday, and who's an entrepreneur like me, and she was telling me about her future ventures, and I was talking to her about mine, and sometimes like how I explain things is kind of like I talk about it on I'm just very, pessimistic. You know what I'm saying? Like I even though if I know something's gonna work, I don't want to get my hopes up. And she had to stop me like, look, stop talking like that. Like anything's fucking possible. Like what you saying makes fucking sense. It's going to work. You know what I'm saying? Just put the time in. You got the money to do it. Do what the fuck you need to do and keep it pushing. Like, but don't even come with that negative attitude.
Exactly. And not only even that, but what you're talking about doing, I mean, there's so many people right now that's going to college for businesses and don't know what type of business they want to open up. You know exactly what you want to do. You got the money for it. All you need is that small incidental education just to go ahead, and you've been to college, just to go ahead and figure out, okay, how do I broaden this? How do I make this bigger? How do I make this a chain and really get paid as much as I want to? And it's so easy and it's so accomplishable, even with an associate's degree. But there's motherfuckers out here that have no degrees and getting paid, baby. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like my manager, for example. I posted on Facebook. I'm not sure if you've seen it or if anybody else has seen it.
I did see
my
it.
Facebook page. I was so floored. Like, you know, me and my husband, we had been talking, and we had kind of got into a debate because I'm like, look, I want to go to this college. He's like, you shouldn't go to that college because I'm here to support you, but you shouldn't go to the college because I've heard bad things about that college. And I'm looking like, whatever, I'm just going to ask my manager what college she went to. You know, she's a smart Caucasian woman who, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I asked this bitch what college she went to, and she's like, the college of, you know, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, baby. I'm homemade. I've been up in here since I was 19 years old. You know, bitch, you make $90,000 a year, almost a six-figure income. You're in your 50s, you know what I'm saying, and you have no degree. Now, that's really awesome for those who don't want to make more money. I'm sure she's probably like, oh, my God, I never dreamed of making this amount of money before. Me, bitch, when I get in my 50s, I want to be past $90,000. That's only $5,000 some dollars a month after taxes and all of that shit get taken out. So, baby, bye. You know, and I was thinking like, wow, that's really not a lot of money, $90,000 a year after you take out your health insurance and all of that other stuff.
Well, I think
really
it's good money for us, like being in our early 20s, but definitely like I wouldn't want to be 50. I'm even making $50 million a month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking about that. Like right now, I was just like, damn, if I could just make $5,000 a month after taxes, like I'll be good to this and that, and to save more money so I can get this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's not something I want to be like, oh, I'm making $90 a year. No, fuck that. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Like, no
exactly.
shade, but,
exactly. Exactly. But guys, man, I'm so serious. Exactly my thought process, 100%. You guys, make sure you continue to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Tumblr, SoundCloud, podcast from Blog Talk. Check out our website, www.confessiontous.com. Before we get into those hot, crazy-ass, ridiculous topics that we have to discuss with you motherfuckers tonight, Jen is going to hit y'all with our crazy-ass question of the day.
Yes. Our crazy-ass question of the day. I was scared about it because I don't want to offend anyone, you know, but I think it's just an interesting conversation. It's an interesting topic. But what would you do if you found out your partner was born the opposite sex? So if you've been in a relationship with you know, a woman for 4 years and you found out, you know, she originally had a penis. Years. You know, what would you do if she one day came out and told you? How would you react?
Or like, I think that I don't even think if she came out and told you, if your ass found out, you went to the mama's crib and seen a little photo of little Bobby, who's now, you know.
Well, I think if you found out, it would be a lot worse compared to them coming to you and telling you that. Don't you think?
Yes, because you'll get hands and feet put on your bitch ass. That's why.
Hands and feet. Okay.
but we can come at y'all with our views and opinions after we talk about our hot topics, because they are so hot. Because you know what? It's so much drama, y'all. Okay.
Yes. Well, anyways, according to the Shade Room, during a conference in Munich, Bill Gates spoke out about making preventative measures against a world epidemic, whether natural or through terrorism that could kill up to 30 million people. His sources are citing that this could happen in the next 10 to 15 years, but with modern technology and us putting just a fraction of what the world governments puts into paying for weapons into preventative research, we can protect ourselves against such a tragedy. What do you all think? Like, it's going to be
a tragedy.
Of course.
That would be a tragedy. Me and my husband, we were actually discussing that. He wants to get face masks and, you know, gas masks and all of this shit. And I'm just looking like, oh, my God. But, you know, things that I did look into and thought about as I was, you know, listening and reading this topic, it's crazy. All things are possible. It's definitely scary. But who knows? Maybe he's just trying to scare us because Bill Gates' ass may be dead in 15 years. He's an older man. He's rich. But he may be dead in 15 years. So you're sitting up there and you're trying to scare everybody, knowing that your ass ain't going to be alive to defend it when we come up there and be like, look, nigga, it's in 15 years. Where's this bio-epidemic at? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, nobody knows what's going to happen. But, yes, this can happen. It's a possibility that it won't happen, you know. But who the fuck are you to sit up there and tell us that, you know, oh, you guys need to make sure that y'all getting y'all gas masks and covering your backs and your bodies and this and that because you're going to die in 15 years. It's a possibility. Like, I'm not going to listen to no shit like that. You're not going to scare me like that.
he's the world's wealthiest man. So I'm sure he has a plethora of information from outside sources who wouldn't tell.
He's not the world's wealthiest man. Actually, he's not.
Who's the world's wealthiest man?
Listen. It's not him, okay? It's not him.
It definitely is Bill Gates. I'm sorry. It definitely is the world. Like, he's worth like $70 billion. But
actually, Putin is worth more. Putin is worth more money.
No,
yes, he is. He's worth $200 billion.
No, he's not.
He is. I just did the research yesterday. How you gonna tell me? What is his name? Vladimir, the Russian president, Putin bitch ass is worth $200 billion. Okay. Bill Gates is worth $82 billion. Okay, so $87 billion. My bad. So yes, nigga. Let's just put it like that. Okay,
I'm Googling right now because it's just like I don't.
Google it, nigga. Google it, baby. Google it, baby. Okay, Google it, baby. Hey, Google it, baby.
It definitely says Bill Gates.
Whatever, nigga. Did you look up Putin's his? Did you look him up? Did you look and see if he's worth more? His net worth is $200 billion. If you go ahead and look up Vladimir Putin, that's right. It says $200 billion. If you look up Bill Gates, it says less. So go ahead. Tell these people that I'm right. Let them know.
It does say $200 billion, but I mean,
thank you, baby.
But I don't see if they're saying it's somebody worth more than him. It's just like, how's that possible?
Because he's a crook. Because he's a fucking crook. That's why.
Maybe he, you know what I'm saying, not what is the word, like putting everything out there, submitting everything he needs to submit. I don't know Russian government, so maybe that he doesn't have to pay taxes as a president. So I don't know. But anyways, we got off topic. Back to the whole situation. I do think that, you know, what he says has some truth. I remember I was actually talking to a few people about it the other day. I remember it was like a show on 2020 where they said like it was like realistic ways. It was like 10 realistic ways that the world will come to an end, and this was one of the things. You know, a bio epidemic, whether it be through like you know, a terrorist that does this, or it's just like from global warming, burn us the fuck out.
50 million
you know what I'm
people.
saying? It's just like we have to, you know, do what we need to do to take care of it. And I took it as him saying like we're focusing on the wrong thing. Like we're focused on this like this Trump government. You know what I'm saying? And blah blah blah. But it's just like this is the bigger issue. You know, y'all want to get guns to protect yourself from fake terrorists. That's such a small percentage, but what you really need to be doing is to protect yourself from, you know what I'm saying, be walking outside and getting hit with an airborne virus that's going to kill your ass in 72 hours. Like that's what you need to be doing. Worrying about like what's the right vaccines. That's how I took it as. And I definitely do see that as something realistically happening, especially with him being the richest man in the world. I do feel like he does get a plethora of information that we are not privy to, you know, as regular people. And if this is an issue for him, I think that everyone else should take this as serious. And hopefully, like you said, with modern technology and where we are at in the world of what we can do, and we're ahead of, you know what I'm saying, our projections, if you look at it with technology, it's always a lot more progressed than where people would have thought it would have been. So if we could be able to prevent all of these situations, that would be the best.
Yeah, you're right.
Situation.
Yeah, you're right. Guys, what? Migos and Sean Kingston was involved in an altercation. Migos and Sean Kingston was involved in an altercation in Las Vegas on Tuesday, February 21st. It's horrible. They put, as Jen stated, hands and feet on Kingston. He got that ass beat. A fight reportedly erupted at Sands Expo Convention Center in the late afternoon as two acts argued about Soulja Boy. What the fuck? Like, not too long ago, y'all know Soulja Boy was beefing with Quavo. We talked about that too, and that happened like in December. As reported, Migos members proceeded to beat up Sean Kingston. They put their feet on him. They put the stomping on his head, all of that. Sean Kingston, somebody from his crew got a gun up in the air. They did not hit nobody. They tried to, defuse the altercation. That individual had been detained by security and handed over to local authorities. Ain't that about a bitch? And Migos nor Sean Kingston were on the scene when the police arrived. Now, Sean Kingston was questioned later at a traffic stop. And it was a short time later, too. He was kind of cooperative, but not really. He didn't name anybody, that was in an altercation. But with Migos, but they're not wanted currently by police. It's just like, whatever. Do what you do. Sean Kingston did end up being handcuffed by police following that altercation. This is some bullshit, though. Like, we're going to get Jen's opinion first, but I have something to say. So, because it's so much drama, y'all. It's so much drama.
No, I think it's just really, this whole situation is really dramatic. Like, why are they sitting here having an argument about what Soulja Boy said months ago?
Right.
Who gives a fuck? And it's just like a lot of times, and I am even bad at this. I have to call Angelique. I was gonna wait on my confession, to really go in. But it's like a lot of times it's just like, even though you're doing well, it's just like your old ways, and you feel like a motherfucker's disrespecting. Like, you just have to check that shit in, and it's just like sometimes you just have to overlook small shit like that. And even if what they said, even what Sean Kingston said had pissed them off, like, nigga, Sean Kingston was, if you watch the videos, he was excited to see y'all. Like, he's losing. Like, who gives a fuck about his fat ass? Nobody. Like, why y'all worried about what he said months ago? I'm sorry.
Right.
You got to get rid of that,
exactly.
North Atlanta bullshit. Or wherever y'all from, East Atlanta. I don't know. I'm sorry. But let it go.
Let it go. Please let the shit go, guys. And my thing is this. What is up with Migos, Kingston, Soulja Boy, and the motherfucking game all being in our conversations these last few weeks? Like, come on. Enough is enough. All of this news, I'm so disappointed in Migos. I love Raindrops, Drop Top. I was just jamming to that shit earlier today. Like, and I'm just so disappointed because it seems like the richer you get, the more, you get money, and now you want to start clowning. Now you want to act like you still from the hood. You got money in your motherfucking pocket now. Who cares about this shit? You shouldn't be out there trying to fight people. You should be out there trying to make more music and get more money. Fuck going to clubs, fuck going to parties, all of that stuff. Stop it. Mm-hmm. Because y'all going to end up, and it's going to be real bad. If y'all going to act like this about the glow up, you shouldn't be rich. Y'all up there stomping and jumping motherfuckers. Like you said, fuck Sean Kingston fat ass. Nobody cares. He's so beautiful over there, you know what I'm saying? But right here, this is a whole new time, This is, personally to me, different. When Sean Kingston was out, life was different. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all to sit up there and be so disrespectful and to be jumping motherfuckers and, it's very, very upsetting and quite disappointing just because of who they are and what they're doing and what they're trying to do. And it's like y'all making bad impressions already. Now, if you keep this shit up, I'm not going to be trying to sit up there and support your fucking music because this is now the third or fourth time that we're talking about you guys in a negative way. Mm-hmm. I want to hear some positivity from you guys. So get it popping, make some more hot music, and stop bullshitting, stop jumping people too.
Stop with the ignorant shit. And that's why
it's not fun.
No, and I understand what you're saying because that's why, like, you ever sit back and wonder, you'd be like, damn, what happened to so-and-so? And, with people that were so huge, even like Sean Kingston, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back when that nigga was hot, like, he was hot. Like, I remember listening to him, like, in high school, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think he's just broke as fuck now, and that's the problem.
But it's just like, what did you do to lead up to that? You were fucking up. You were doing shit that, like, you shouldn't have been doing, like being really petty, spending money on dumb shit when you should have been saving and trying to get shit done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm glad. It's just like the way I'm moving, even though I'm not old, but it's just like I'm glad that I'm like 25. I'll be 26 next week. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I am of a mature age to realize, like, what is going on so I can actually appreciate everything and for not to have had something so early in age and not appreciate it, and then it be gone,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to figure out what else is going to happen, you know. But I just hope these niggas wake the fuck up and realize, like, this is so petty. Like, you are so beyond this. Like, you are on another level. Like, you got shouted out on the fucking Golden Globes, nigga. What other rappers? Sean Kingston ever get shouted out on the Golden Globes? Okay. All right, then.
Never.
Like, they don't fucking matter. Like, let it go. Damn, I know you wanna get your respect, but it's just like, nigga, you're above that. Y'all are above that. Fuck that bullshit. Anyways, according to Hip Hop DX, podcaster Taxstone has now been indicted after being arrested in connection with the deadly shooting that took place at New York City music venue Irving Plaza last May. According to documents from Bossip, a federal jury indicted Taxstone for being a felon in possession of a firearm and receiving a gun through interstate commerce. Federal prosecutors believe that Taxstone was in illegal possession of the 9mm Kel-Tec semi-automatic handgun found in the vehicle used to transport Troy Ave to the hospital after the deadly shooting of Ave's friend and bodyguard Ronald Bagel McFadden. Taxstone was arrested in January and held without bail after DNA was believed to have been found on the trigger, hand grip, and magazine of the handgun that killed McFadden.
You know, I heard that there was enough evidence to charge Taxstone with, like you stated, being a felon of possession of a firearm and receiving a gun through interstate commerce. And if convicted, he faced a maximum of 20 years in both charges. What the fuck did you do to your life? What did you do? Like, why was this so important? Why do you have a paper trail? Why do the cops know where you received your gun? There is always going to be some type of paper trail. You need to use cash when you're doing stupid shit. And then your hands, prints, and fingertips and all of that shit all up on a gun and a magazine. And come on. Why are you? I'm just getting so disappointed in the people who try to do good things but make bad decisions because you're too old, because you're too grown. You're an adult. You know what I'm saying? These are not things that you should be worried about, getting guns, getting it popping, shooting up motherfuckers, people dying. That's not shit that you want to associate yourself with. Excuse me, guys. That's one reason why I don't really go to clubs or party like that, why I'm a loser and a homebody, because I be so nervous, like, shit, I'm just going to go out one day to a club. And don't get me wrong, I like, dressing up and looking nice. Maybe when I go to Vegas or some shit like that or out of town, but if I'm in my own city, I know how rough Milwaukee is. Y'all know how it is too here. I'm not about to be, you ain't going to see me on no club on 35th and whatever street, you know what I'm saying, trying to look good and shit, because it's a possibility that your ass may not make it home. And that's not the type of, I don't like those statistics. So I'm just going to say my ass here. And it seems like a lot of these fights, a lot of these issues, all of this shit is happening at parties, at clubs, at times where you should be enjoying yourself, where there's a bunch of quote-unquote fine-ass bitches and stuff like that, but it's like, is it really worth it? Stay your ass home, get some, write some shit up, get some topics about yourself and keep it moving, because all of this shit is unnecessary and people are dying because of it. And now you're losing your life, possibly a 20-year cycle. You already a grown-ass man. You really want to be in jail when you're in your 50s? That's forever to me. I can't even imagine shit. I'm 26. I can't imagine being in jail for 20 years and getting out at 46 years old. My life will be completely ruined. You know what I'm saying? You can try and rebuild. Like, my thing is this. If this man goes to jail for 20 years, he's going to be Taxstone or Daryl, whoever the fuck his name is, Daryl whatever. Daryl Campbell. But we're not going to know who Daryl Campbell is in 20 years. 20 years, they're going to be in a whole different space and a whole different place. He go, I'm Taxstone. Sorry, I don't remember. I'm so sorry. You're not important anymore. So stay relevant and stop bullshit.
Yeah. I agree with everything that you're saying. I just feel like, damn, it's just like, nigga, you fucked up. And, if you listen to the show, you would have realized that he does have a past of, being in jail, like he has been in jail for like most of his life or whatever. And to me, I just felt like how he talked, it was just like now, even though he's been in prison, it's just like I'm on the straight and narrow. Not saying like he's a goody two shoes, but I would not think that he would like attempt to shoot somebody. I thought it was more so like if he had issues, he would beat a nigga the fuck up, like you know what I'm saying, like some little shit, like handle some shit. But it's just like, dude, you shooting in the club, like I'm just so disappointed. Like
It's disappointing.
He did the shit. Like there is, nigga, they got DNA on the fucking gun. Like I mean, like what more do you want?
It was you.
In the gun that Troy Ave was in. Like there is no like, there's no way of getting out of that. I'm just really like just sad because I really felt like in the direction that Taxstone was going, I really felt like he was the future for the podcast community. I think that he did a lot of good for what. Even like what Confession Session is doing, you know, with us being, I would consider us, you know, a hip hop urban podcast, you know, for us to be, you know, in the more mainstream, like the route that he was going, I thought was so dope. And it's just like, now, you know, it's a voice that's lost. You know, and it's sad. It's just like you said, 10 years from now, it's like nobody's going to fucking care, you know, because he wasn't. He was on his way, but he wasn't there yet. You know what I'm saying? So people are going to forget about him with the quickness, and they're not going to give a fuck, and it sucks, you know? Because I really did like Taxstone. I really did like Taxstone.
Well, let's not count him out completely. Let's just hope, because obviously we're going to keep you guys updated with what's going on with him, which we're going to hope. I'm not going to pray because that was a stupid decision that he made. He's going to have to pray and repent for that. But let's just hope that he don't go to jail for those full 20 years. And let's hope, because he's going to go to jail, you know. But let's hope he possibly get acquitted or, you know, if not acquitted, face jail time sentence less than 5 years. Anyways, Kandi and Porsha, well, Kandi claimed Porsha tried to have sex with her. You guys know Kandi and Porsha Williams are, or is, from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, it was a crazy, bizarre, explosive episode. And in a heated argument between the two, Kandi and Porsha threw out major accusations about each other's sexual past, including one late night dance floor makeout section with the reality stars. Now, Kandi is saying that Porsha and her, they was kissing and it got all hot and heavy, and Porsha wanted to fuck. That's just pretty much, you know, in the nastiest way I can say it. They wanted to get it popping, y'all, okay? Now, Kandi stated, everybody knows that Porsha hooks up with girls from time to time. I know it, she knows it, and she knows that I know it. Baby girl, we in the same boat together. It's like she and I have shared a secret that nobody else knew. I've never said anything, not even to my closest friends, but you want to tell one side of the secret. Now, for Porsha's part, she stated, you know, no, I would never have sex with a bitch like you. That's all a lie. You're not my type. Believe that. And if I was to have sex with you, you know, I mean, if I was into that type of shit, you're not my cup of tea. Short and stout, bitch. And Kandi responded, you can deny it all you want. You tongue kiss me in my mouth. Now, I believe it, but what do you think?
I believe that, you know, and, you know, looking back on it when I watched it, I was just like, wow. I believe the fact of what Kandi has said, but I felt like Porsha had won the argument. But then listening to someone else talk about the situation, they said Porsha was just, she was back into her corner, so the bitch just started lying about everything. Like, you know your husband is, you know, fucking bitches, and he say his name is Marvin, and you know you got a sex dungeon, and you know this, and you know that. And, you know, Kandi was just kind of over and was just like, bitch, I'm not even, you this some bullshit. If I had a sex dungeon, I would say I have a sex dungeon. I have a sex toy line. Like, why the fuck would I be embarrassed to say some shit like that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I first saw it, I was just like, damn, Porsha's really going to fuck in. But yeah, the bitch was embarrassed.
Hoes be lying.
She got called out for being a side. Huh?
Yeah. I said hoes be lying.
She got called out for being a side, and go ahead.
No, go ahead. She got called out for being a side, and what else?
No, and she just wanted to say something, you know, and that's just what it was.
Like I said,
but it was very entertaining. Definitely, it was very entertaining. I was watching that shit like, oh, I'll be really dramatic. Like, did she just say that for real? And you know that's embarrassing as fuck. Like, if you said some like psycho ass shit to somebody and it didn't happen, and them to call your ass out on it, like, let me eat your pussy till you come. Like, you know how embarrassing that is. Like, for somebody to say that shit in public, like, you said you want to suck my dick till I can. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
how would you lying?
What would you
see that shit happening? What would I do? Well, first of all,
that has happened. That has happened. I remember it was this guy who definitely was like on the DL, and like he had told me like, and it was like in a public situation, like, and it was like we were not flirting because he wasn't my type, but he was just like on the DL. He knew like I was out, and he told me like he wanted to suck my dick. Like he's like, let me just suck your dick one time. Yeah, and I just played it off. But then one time we had got into an argument, and I was like, don't let me say it right now because I'll say it. And the nigga shut the fuck up.
Don't let me say it right now.
And he shut the fuck up.
Don't let me say
like.
Hosey lying. I can see that happening because who lies about that? Why is Porsha so mad? That's the part that got me. So I feel like it's true. If a female came up to me and was like, yeah, Angel, me and you, we had tongue kiss, I'd be like, bitch, you a motherfucking lie. Like, don't sit up here and jack it down because I'm not kissing no females. I'm not going to lie and say I've never kissed a female. I have when I was a fucking kid, like not even 10 years old. Like, I don't even know. I was at a house party, you know, and just it was these two twin girls, and I kissed one of them under the cover, and it was fucking lame as a bitch. I don't even know what the fuck I was doing or thinking or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I have a whole husband. Like, if I want to kiss somebody or do anything freaky, like, I have a whole person that I can try and I can manipulate and do things like that with. So, please, like, I wouldn't get mad about it because I'd be like, I know it's a lie. Like, I wouldn't be trying to throw no shade. I'd just be like, you lying, bitch. And, like, I'm about to get ready and slap your ass if you keep jacking it down. But you're not going to see me be like, bitch, you not my cup of tea. You short, stout in a teapot, calling a kettle black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is just going in. But anyways.
I'm just thinking, like, if somebody was lying on me, like, how would I react? I kind of feel like maybe I would be like, bitch, I suck shit because you fucking lying. But then, like, the part of me would be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that don't make no damn sense. Like, you know that's not no real shit. Like, let's be for real.
Right.
Where's the receipt? Like, when did I ever say this? Like, let me see.
You got to put the facts together like Caesar did. And now that I think about it,
right.
I wasn't in town that day, right?
So what the fuck is you talking about? Like, who are you?
Exactly.
A crackhead. No, that crackhead started shit with everybody, honey. Started shit with everybody. Huh?
I said on the real, crackheads do. They do.
During Saturday's OVO Sound Radio episode 38, we got a plethora of gems from Drizzy during his interview with Semtex that was recorded at BBC's One Extra radio station just one day after the Grammys. According to Fader, he reveals he contemplated taking all the raps out of Views and keeping it melodic, and that whether people want to admit it or not, the influence the album has had on music is evident. He feels that One Dance should have been nominated for Best Pop Record because it was a pop song instead of Best Hip Hop Record. He also agreed that he definitely feels racism within the Grammys and also politics influences who wins. And also he addressed Meek Mill and the ghostwriting rumors, and he said, I am one of the best writers, period.
You know, I did not hear the interview, but I heard about this. And, you know, I just feel like some of the things that he mentioned is obvious, like to us. We clearly all think that the Grammys has, you know, some type of racial issues. We all know that he don't want to, you know, he hates Meek Mills or he dislikes him or he detests him, and he don't want to be his friend. But I wasn't aware that Dr. Dre wrote him a check for 10 G's. That part of the interview was kind of surprising to me because it's like, you know, $10,000, can I have some? I can sure use $10,000 right now.
Well,
If
he's
you just
worth
write
way
down
more than
checks
that.
to
He's worth like
anybody.
$80 million, so I'm sure he can give you $10,000.
Yes. But I know he was looking up out there. He was looking at that $10,000 like, who can I get this bullshit to? Me, Drake. I'm here. Angel Bondrina. Give me the money.
Well, back then, he had said that was like the biggest check that he's ever gotten. So back then, like $10,000 would be a lot of money to us, but maybe more than likely 10 years from now, $10,000 is not going to be shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. How did you feel about the interview?
I thought the interview was good. I do like how honest Drake is. Like, I feel like he's very much a real nigga. Like, I don't feel like he's fake. Sometimes I feel like he's an asshole, though. You said what?
He is an asshole because I say he's a real nigga Scorpio. He is an asshole. That's that's just part of the package, baby.
But that's not cool, though. I feel like if it's a lot of people that support you and they buy your music and do whatever, then you shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't be a diva.
Well, I don't know.
Saying?
I don't know what you meant by that. I guess I was talking about how he shit on Rihanna, like, oh, that's old news, something like that. I don't know what exactly.
Well,
you mean
no, because that is old news, and no, I'm not talking about Meek Mill, but I'm just saying, like, in life, like. I've read about him doing interviews before, and like the nigga just kind of is rude as fuck, and and just even though I've seen him like in person, and how he moved to me didn't seem like much of a. He seemed like a nice guy. Yeah, I mean, at my job I meet everybody. Like, it's not. I haven't met him, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I've seen him. Like, I work in an environment to where. I have met a lot of celebrities. Like, meeting celebrities is not a big deal. I did not meet Drake. I just said that. I said I've seen him. Like, I've seen him, like, we have been in the same room together. But I haven't met him. No.
Oh, my God. Was he buff? Did he look the way he looks now?
Nigga, I don't know. I guess. Sure. Yeah,
See,
he definitely looks like how he does on television. He's not short. He's tall. He's a tall, light-skinned nigga.
Ooh.
Like, normal, like he looks like Drake. I wasn't like, oh my God, like he's so fine. I'm coming down to your job.
I'm coming down to your job. I'll be there sitting every day looking for celebrities, and I'm just gonna be like. Do
not be no groupie because you're gonna be embarrassing me because I'm not a groupie. You can't do that. And plus, what we doing now? We can't. We
don't know.
Get to a point where we interviewing celebrities. I can't have you sweating all over them. I'm sorry.
You shut your ass up, nigga. I can sweat. Motherfucker, you crazy?
But it's just like, I don't know. I guess because my environment, maybe it's just like I don't really look at celebrities as a big deal. Unless it's somebody that's huge. Like, I remember, huge, like important to my life. Like, when I met Angela Bassett, and we had a conversation. And, it really meant a lot to me because she was just somebody that I always felt just how she moved was just a strong black woman. Like, she always, even when she was vulnerable, she still was strong. And, what she represented to me, was so important being a black man and seeing that on television and, and how my mom looked up to her and stuff like that, People that's like beautiful. That, then yeah. But it's just like I've met so many people and I just be like, hey, how's it going? We sit and we chop it up and, you know what I'm saying? And you just, but I really don't give a fuck. Like, once they leave, they left. Like, that's just the environment that I'm in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, because at the end of the day, it's like, what can they do for me?
Exactly.
They're not thinking about me when they left. So why should I be doing the same?
I'm sure they think about you once or twice. You know what I'm saying? But after that, it's a WRIP. Except for Angela,
because we real life had like a conversation, and I kind of like cleaned out because I was about to cry. Like, I was just like, you don't understand like how important you are.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, but like other than that, like, and I told her, and it was some real shit. I was like, I never do this, but you are really just such an important person to me. Like, you don't understand like how my family views you.
I bet
you know.
Like, oh my God, psychopath. Yeah. Oh my God, somebody get this nigga.
No, she was just looking like, smiling a little bit, but she was just like, I'm sure she's used to it. Like, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Angela, come on, Angela Bassett, come on.
Right.
Like,
Right.
But we just sat and had a conversation, and and I loved it. And like she came back, like she had Wendy she had to do, She came back and said bye, and she remembered my name, and I was just like, that's some boss nigga shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure she didn't forget on my ass, but the fact that you like remember my name and pronounced it right, you know what I'm saying? And you took the time to come and say bye after we had a conversation, like I thought it was so dope, And I'm gonna remember that shit forever.
So memorable.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. Well, speaking of something that is not beautiful at all, Darius McCrary, y'all know who he is, has been accused of holding his baby daughter over a pot of boiling water. Okay? Now, Darius McCrary, he played Eddie Winslow in the 90s sitcom Family Matters. But in recent films, he's also played in Next Day Air. He's the one that shoots motherfuckers through the bag. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yes, so according to court documents from his wife, she made several claims against the actor, saying that he's violent, destructive, and unstable emotionally. She also filed, I feel like I got a burp. I'm not even drinking no 40 because I don't drink 40s, but
so
there
bougie.
goes.
You're so bougie.
No. No.
I'm drinking wine right now, red wine, just so you know, okay?
Well, good for you. Good for you. Okay? We're not talking about you. We're talking about me. Okay? All right. Now, actually, we're talking about Darius McCrary crazy ass. But in a document that his wife filed, she stated on the February 15th, so she just filed this document less than 10 days ago. She said that McCrary crazy ass uses drugs and drinks heavily on a regular basis. She said she also has a temporary restraining order out on him. And she said that the act phoned at her when she was 8 months pregnant with their daughter. And she said that happened because she attempted to leave him. And the most shocking claim, she stated that one day during an incident, he held their daughter, when she was about 8 or 9 months, over a fire on the stove with a pot of boiling water. So over some boiling water, a pot of boiling water, he held the baby over there. He's saying that he did not like the daughter and he wished that he never had her. Now, a rep for McCrary crazy ass did not immediately return a comment for Fox News. However, his lawyers did say that his wife is a predator motivated by a desperate desire to extort money from Mr. McCrary while trying to create an advantage in an impending divorce and custody battle. What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, that all sounds crazy. I don't know what the fuck to believe. I just have a hard time believing that a man will put his daughter, no matter if she's annoying or not. You said you don't have a hard time believing that?
Nope, I sure don't.
Wow. I mean, it's just like kids are annoying. Like, I look at my dog and I'm just get on my damn nerves. But I would never be like, oh, you stress me out so much, let me just put you over a board. Like, it's just like, I just don't. I mean, I don't. I can't see it. Maybe because I'm not crazy, but I don't believe that shit.
Maybe because you don't have children and you're not in a relationship where somebody wants to leave you.
I have a dog, and my dog means a lot to me. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have.
Let me just say this. One time, I'm just gonna say this. This happens. Okay, you get into an argument with your spouse or your lover or whatever, and you get mad and you do some ass shit. I can even recall, and this is horrible, guys, but I can recall even a time where me and my husband, we had been into it, and I'm not talking, he was my husband at the time, but we had been into it, and I mean, it was vicious. And he left the house, and I'm looking like, what the fuck this nigga going? So I left the house. Our son had been, I don't know, he was just a little kid, and we just left him home, and he was just here, but we didn't leave the house. Like, we didn't leave outside the building or anything like that. Like, we were just in the hallway, and he was asleep. However, it still happened. And people, they do, overall, what I'm trying to say is that people do crazy shit when they're in a relationship, and things happen. You know what I'm saying? So, I can never say I held my son over a pot of boiling hot water because I was mad at my husband, because that's dangerous. And you might actually drop his little baby ass, and now he has third-degree burn, and now you're going to jail. But I can see him doing some shit like that. Like, bitch, you trying to leave me? I'm drunk right now. Let me just go get this daughter of ours and put her over a pot of boiling hot water. Like, that shit really is so real, and it actually happens much more than you think. Like, that shit is crazy.
Oh, like,
People
I
that get into
understand what you're saying, like, just to get back at the person.
Yep, exactly. Not even a baby's fault. And he probably loved that girl, right? And he probably loved his daughter with all his motherfucking heart, but he made a dumbass decision. And I mean, his wife can't prove that. Like I said, I definitely believe it happened because, you know, he crazy. He shoot motherfuckers through the bag. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm just kidding. But if you ever watch Next Day Air, you know, it would have been funny. But anyways, you clearly have never watched it before, so.
No, I have watched Next Day Air. No, I.
Oh, when you see when he said that?
No, I don't remember that. I've not watched Next Day Air in years. No, but I was just cracking up when you had said y'all both are so psycho. Like, what y'all both just go stand outside? Just go stand outside your house. Like,
I think my husband ended up leaving, and I was like, I think my husband left through the stairs, and I was gonna go down the elevator, and I was like, this boy's house. We're just gonna go back in the house. I went back in the house, and then like 2 seconds later, he came back in the house, and he finished arguing, and it was a wrap. You know, the baby was asleep through the whole time, so it wasn't even a big deal. Like, he didn't even know we were gone. You know, but it was still something that I know.
But see, I don't see that as bad because it wasn't like y'all real life like drove. I'm driving around the corner. Like, I could just see y'all just being ugly, like just walking outside the apartment and like going somewhere in the building, like trying to start something.
Right.
Right.
Trying to fight.
Just to make a point, you know. But damn,
but that's crazy.
As far as Darius, with you getting with Superhead, real life, I knew you had issues, you know, but nigga, that's some psychoness for that. Anyway,
he's disgusting.
No, he's very much disgusting, seriously. According to the Shade Room, it is being reported that Jay-Z is teaming up with Roc Nation president Jay Brown to launch a venture capital fund. Expect the focus to be on seed stage tech opportunities. Both are actively looking for full-time partners, but it is being reported that Serpa Capital, who has invested in Uber, Airbnb, and other companies, will also be helping with the new business move. Jay-Z's out here getting that coins. Getting the coins with a T, honey.
He's making moves, period. As soon as he got title, it was over. He got I feel like once he got title, and then title was bought, and it's now worth 600. You know how much? 600 million, right?
Yeah.
I think that once that happened, Jay-Z got excited about something for the first time in a long ass time because he's so used to having all of this money and spending it the way that he actually wants to spend it. I think that he got excited about something for the first time in a long time. It was like, yeah, I have all this extra money now because he's rich, but I feel like he's rich in a way where he's so used to spending money on helicopters and $1 million birthday parties and stuff like that. It's you just so it's like, damn, I know we got to do this, I know we got to do that, but he hasn't gotten a large quantity of money like that in a minute. Something where he can be like, oh my God, I'm so happy, I'm so excited. Now I can venture off and pay for this and pay for that, and now that's what he's finally able to do, and he's so happy about it. And so he's launching that firm, and he's trying to make sure that he has another way so that his family, his daughter, Blue, and now his twins that are coming along can be completely set for the rest of their lives. I just hope that them babies, all three of them, they do a good job in their parents' name because kids be crazy.
No, they will. They will. I just feel like how they move, I think they're going to be fine, just in general. Looking at Blue Ivy, it's just like that little girl, like she just is a grown woman already.
Oh my God, come on.
Yeah, like she just, like not saying, like, kids be grown, like they talk too much, but I really just feel like she's just so mature, and it's just like they're raising her to, like, and she realizes, like, her perspective. You have it better than a lot of people, adorable. And at the same time, like, you are very much high profile, and what you do is going to affect the family. And I feel like she knows that right now.
Yep.
But as far as,
he's so cute.
Him doing that, I think it's so dope. Like, his goals, like, it's so inspiring. Jay-Z, he's just a genius, and how he moves. I just think it's just so fucking dope. Like, that is amazing. To be able to start something to where you can fund other investments, like other startups, and if you get something as big as an Airbnb, even though it's likely that, it could happen, but it's just like, who knows? But at the same time, you starting some small shit just to get some coin, and at the same time, you bringing money to a lot of people who can't get it through banks, and you know what I'm saying, the traditional way. I just think it's just so dope, and I hope that he funds a lot of African American owned businesses or African American owned tech startups, and I feel like that is what he's doing because. Knowles Carter, they're very much involved in everything behind the scenes. So, we'll see. But I'm so proud of that nigga. Like, damn.
Good
and
job,
I was listening to the
JC.
podcast. Right. And I was just listening to, Vlad TV. And it was, I forgot the name of the guy. But it was like him, Dame Dash, and Jay-Z. They started Rockefeller. And he was saying, like, Jay-Z always had money. Like, the nigga always had fucking money.
I'm not surprised. He sold drugs, and he's like, so.
But it's just the fact that it was just like, okay, yeah, but it's just like, even back then, when you had something so small that maybe wasn't even worth like $1 million, it was like, motherfuckers just like, damn, you got a whole house, you got a damn, and you have now, it's just inspiring, like,
Yeah. Yep, I agree. So we're going to talk about something that's not inspiring. Boxer Yusaf Mack beats down a Twitter troll in a barbershop after gay attacks. Now, guys know that Yusaf Mack is an openly gay boxer. He unleashed a barbershop beatdown, attacking a man that he claimed had been harassing him online over his sexual orientation. Paramedics were called to the L.A. Clippers shop in Philadelphia Saturday evening, and they said that Matt wailed on the man in front of customers and employees. Witnesses tells TMZ that Mack is a dude while the victim was in the sink in the middle of getting his head washed. But Mack stated he got sick and tired of the online dude harassing him and decided to front him face to face. He's unapologetic and says the guy got what he deserved. Now, TMZ, they reached out to the victim. He did not want to talk, but has since issued several homophobic statements on his Facebook page, including, I'd rather have a video of some of them seeing me getting beat up than a video of someone seeing me taking dick in my ass any day. The man says that he will retaliate against Mac, and they're going to fight again, and Mac says that he's not scared. He ain't scared. What you think about this topic?
Yusuf he's a boxer, so I'm sure he beat that ass. He's gonna beat that ass again. And the thing is, just like, why the fuck are you so mad? Like, that to me, that's some DO shit. Like, why are you so worried about this? That this nigga did a damn porn. Like, we all know he did a damn porn. Like, he's not hiding it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's comfortable with who he is. So why the fuck does that matter to you? Like, were you such a fan that it hurted you? Like, nigga, get the fuck over it. Like. Now, he took dick, and so what? He got paid a lot of money to do it. That's not your man unless you want it to be. So let it the fuck go. And you got your ass whooped over it, talking all that shit. And I hope he beat your ass again. And all that bitch ass thing going.
I heard that his leg got broke or some shit. I'm sorry.
His leg got broke.
I heard that he broke his leg. Yeah, I heard that he broke his legs. I've seen it on a different post, but I heard that he broke his motherfucking leg or his legs up. So I was like, wow. But this is my thing.
But they got to register them hands. He was a professional boxer, so I'm sure he will beat any nigga ass, like any regular nigga ass. Like, I'm sure, that what he did was definitely illegal. but I'm just thinking about it. It definitely was like him fighting anybody. Like, I feel like definitely was not the right thing. He should have just sent some goons over to handle some shit. You know?
Bill, you are literally saying exactly what I want to say. I understand slippery slope. You know, you can't let motherfuckers slide once they talk shit and stuff like that. You got to set an example. Like, yeah, y'all see I beat this nigga ass and that. But you're a boxer. That is unacceptable. Goodbye. He's going to get sued. You know that? And it's about to be a wrap because he's going to get sued for a lot. But sometimes you do need your ass beat. You know, you sitting up there. He's clearly a homophobe. He's married to some woman and he probably wishes that he was laying up next to some man. You know, he's definitely, to me, a DL man because you're sitting up there and you bashing him. And it's like, who sits up there and bashes gay people? Like, unless you secretly just hate him. You secretly wish that you were gay. Or that you had the man of your dreams and shit. You want to fuck him. You love him. You know what I'm saying? You probably watched that porno video a whole bunch of times wishing that was your ass that was being introduced. Right. So it's like, you know, cut the shit. You sitting up there and you being extremely disrespectful. And you got your ass beat for it, and now you're going to be a bitch and probably sue him. Like, because you want to be homophobic. People don't take that shit lightly. He's openly gay. He's a boxer. Who gives a fuck? Seriously. Okay? Right. So I'm glad that he beat his ass, but he should have precautioned. He shouldn't have, you know, he's a boxer. Like you said, his hands are registered. They're weapons. He shouldn't have done that, period. But that's just my opinion on that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope that he don't get sued, but he's going to.
If he does, hopefully he lawyers the fuck up, and you know, because it was a hate crime against him motherfucking like internet trolling, and you know that shit was not okay either. And it's just like, because you want to defend yourself, what is the problem? Like, I get tired of that shit too. Mm-hmm. It's the same shit with me. Like, you know, niggas look at me and they don't think, and then when I beat your ass, it's a motherfucking problem. No. We're talking all that shit, you're going to catch these hands too. And that's just what it is.
Catch them.
Just be ready to catch these hands. And they caught him. He caught all of them. Like, because what it seemed like, he got that ass, them hands and feet put all up in his ass. And,
yeah, he
did.
Know. Yeah, he did. He's salty.
Like, you got your ass for free. He got paid a lot of fucking money. It wasn't like that. It wasn't no cheap shit. Yusaf Mack got paid, what, $4,000-$5,000 to do that damn thing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got your ass up for free, so shut the fuck up. Damn.
Right. You know who else got hands and feet put on him?
Who?
Karreuche, unfortunately. By Chris Brown. She filed I know, it's horrible. She filed a restraining order on him because he threatened to kill her. Now, this is so horrible, and I'm not trying to make jokes about this because Chris Brown is just ridiculous. But he's ordered to stay clear of his ex-girlfriend, Karreuche Trans, after she filed legal documents saying that he vowed to kill her, and he's beaten her up before. Karreuche claimed in a sworn statement to the judge earlier this month that Chris told a few people that he's going to kill me. She then stated that Chris told his friends that if he can't have her, then no one else can, threatening that he was going to take her out and he was going to shoot her. Karreuche also said several years ago, Chris Brown punched her in the stomach twice and pushed her down the stairs. This would have been during the time that he was on probation for beating the shit out of Rihanna. Now, the legal documents also claim that he threatened to harm her friends, and he even recently threw a drink at one of them. She's worried that he's now putting his actions behind his words, and that's why she got a restraining order on him. A few weeks ago, if you all did not know, Chris Brown also posted a video telling his friends that he can't have her. No one can. Nigga, what are you doing?
What is he doing? He's being a fucking psychopath, and I believe that he would try to kill her. That's what the fuck he doing.
Oh, my God.
Like, and he needs to get them charges pressed against his ass. Like, nigga, you all ready to beat up fucking Rihanna? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, Chris Brown don't give a fuck no more. He don't give a fuck about his life. Like, you have so much potential, so much talent, and it's just like, you ruining shit by day. You know, we're going to excuse the shit by Soulja Boy because Soulja Boy is annoying, but it's just like, come on. Grow the fuck up. Like, seriously, let the girl move on. She don't want to be with your stinking ass no more. Like, what are you mad about? It's not like she's publicly, like, embarrassing you. It's not like she out here thotting and bopping and whatever. Like, the bitch is just trying to have a career and living her life. And if she want to fuck somebody else, she can do that because she dealt with your crazy ass for so long in the right way. Like,
That's horrible.
And then I was reading an article where it was a singer that was his neighbor that said that she had heard him beat her ass before. Mm-hmm. And she never came out and said that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm just trying to figure out how he mad. Like, nigga, you got bitches dancing naked in your living room. So, boy, if you don't get your crazy woman-beating, psycho, lunatic, obsessive, unloyal, scared to fight Soldier Boy dancing ass out of here. That is, somebody needs to slap him. Well, he's not going to fight him. Well, he's not going to fight him. Okay, he called the fight off. Now, I don't know. Now I'm thinking that he is. All you do is beat up women. I ain't never seen you fight no man.
Okay.
Now, someone needs to slap the shit out of him, and hopefully his dumb ass don't kill her, because they do that. Stars, they get rich and they start murdering motherfuckers. Snoop, you know what I'm saying? Fucking O.J. Simpson, Chris Brown. Like, man, it's a wrap. I just hope, seriously, though, that he get it together before he goes to jail for something that's not Karreuche. Like, come on, seriously.
For a long time.
Really
like, before he goes to jail for a long time. But it's just like, he's going
to go to jail for life if he murdered his girl. So he needs to just
well,
make sure that
I don't think he's not, Karreuche's not playing that, so she's not going to let him around her ass. I'm just saying, just do something dumb in general. Like, just end up in a damn fight or a shootout, or, you know what I'm saying, just inviting the wrong bitch over his house, or just anything. It's just like, nigga, grow the fuck up. You have so much potential even now. It's just like niggas is still trying to be there for you and still trying to support you. Like, grow up. You know, with addiction, I know it's hard, and where your mind is at, like, you not giving a fuck what anybody has to say, and you just want to be with you and Karreuche and doing coke and whatever, but it's just like, she didn't let your ass alone. Like, accept it for what it is. Move on.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Wiz Khalifa's transgender sister, Dorien Lala Thomas, has passed away at the age of 32. There has been no public information of cause of death, but just a post from a family member that states, to those who do not know, my sister's eldest child, one of my first friends, and my twin, some may remember as Dorien, China, or Lala Thomas, has passed away this morning. I am surely a bit numb, but I'd rather share this now than to have anyone tagging me in a post of anything of that sort. Please continue to keep our family in your prayers.
Dude, you know what the saddest shit about this of all is? It's awful for a family. You know, his sister died on his son's birthday. So I feel like it's just so awful for a family member to die on another family member's birthday, like your sister and your son. His son's birthday will forever be associated with his sister's death. Mm-hmm. And that is pitifully sad to me. I'm sad. I don't know did they have any updates on how it happened? Because I know they said that they don't know anything yet. I want to know how she died. I really would like to know.
That's what I was thinking too. It's just like, it is interesting. You know, for 32 is so young. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what is the reason? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is very unfortunate. But what I was thinking is just like, why did we never know that he had a transgender sister?
Right. That shit just came out randomly and shit like that.
Yeah, it's just like, I didn't realize he had anybody from the LGBT. Like, has he ever said anything about the LGBT community? Like, was he trying to keep that a secret, or, you know, what was the reason? Because I've never heard anything about any of that. So that was something I thought about too. I was like, damn, he has a transgender sister, not a gay brother. Like, he got a transgender sister.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That passed away. So, but that is very sad, you know. Prayers to the family, because I know that's a tough thing to deal with, especially being so young, you know.
I know, 32. What the hell, man?
I know. Like, I couldn't imagine that.
I couldn't either. But guys, overall, that was all of our hot-ass topics for today. We are going to hit you guys with that confession of the day. Our confession question of the day: what would you do if you found out your partner was born the opposite sex? Jen, if you found out that your man was a woman, what would you do?
Hit him with that wham. No, that's what you always say, right? With that wham, that question of the day. I don't think I would overreact. You know, I would just, but I'm in a different situation. You know, with me personally, if I found out with me being gay, you know, if I found out that my boyfriend was born a woman, I would just be like, oh, why you didn't tell me that? That's, you know. But then I feel like it's too far gone, so it's just like it would kind of suck because like I would love to have children with you, but you have a full penis now, so that can't happen, you know. Like, but that's what I'll be thinking about. Like, damn, like I wish you wouldn't have like transitioned all the way, so we could have maybe had kids, you know. That's what you know. I'm just thinking something like stupid, something like really petty, but you know, I don't think like being gay would be a big deal. Even for like gay women, I don't think that would be like a huge situation. Because obviously, if I was attracted to you, I'm not going to stop being attracted to you because what you told me about yourself. I think it would more so be uncomfortable for straight people, but I don't think it would be uncomfortable to the point to where they would stop fucking with that person. Like if you're in love, I just don't think it would be like, well, babe, you can't be telling motherfuckers that you used to be a man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it would be like. I think niggas would just be like, because it's like you already been fucking, you always fucking with each other for a minute. Like, come on, like they're not just gonna. They're gonna say they're gonna drop that shit, but they're not gonna just end it like that. Like it's gonna be like, okay, you gonna have to keep quiet about that. I believed you was a woman, and we was fucking. So obviously everybody else gonna believe the same shit. So, you know, so we get around your family. Yeah. But what about you?
If I found out that my husband that I've been with for almost 11 years this year was a woman, there's nothing I can do now. I'm already completely and utterly in love. I'm not about to leave my man. He fucking satisfies the shit out of me. So what is there to do? I mean, my heart is already there. There's nothing that I feel like, I don't even feel like I would blink differently. I would just be like, oh, okay. But you got a dick though, right? Okay, but you fucking the shit out of me though, right? All right, you know what to do. You know what to do.
You probably be confused. Like, how is that Gio? Like, what happened? Like, how did that work?
Right.
Confused as hell. Like,
how your sperm working? Like, shit, you got it popping. What kind of fucking? Who did you go to?
Right. Okay.
Now I think I want to be. Shit, I think I want to change too. Would it be okay if I become a man? Like, shit. Nah, but I don't know. I probably would. I don't think I'd be mad. Only way I'd be mad is if I found out on my own. I hate finding out shit on my own. Like, I hate, like, just tell me the truth before I find out. Because if I find out, it's going to be so much worse. But, like, once again, like, we've been together since I was just a little kid, since I was, like, 16, turning 17 years old. So, you know, I'm 26, about to be 27. And I've seen the baby photos and all of that stuff. So, it overall... My thing is, you need to get to know your partner. You know, get to know who they are. Look at who they are and all of that stuff. Get to actually know one another before you go ahead and start sleeping with them and all of that stuff. And therefore, you won't be caught in a situation where you're unsure, where you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So if you are ever caught in a situation where you know your woman has an Adam's apple, then clearly that's your fault. Well, unless you know what I'm saying, that's the type of things that you want to. You know, you do. So other than that, so I don't know.
That's the same thing. It's just like I kind of would, and that would be, I would believe it because it's like, nigga, I seen you like, you know, like my baby, he's a little athlete, so like I seen him like in his little kid baseball uniforms, and he was just so adorable. Aww. Like just the cutest thing, like, you know. So I'll just be like, what the fuck? Like how did this work? Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But
yeah, that's not too bad though. I mean, yeah, that's not.
What's not too
horrible.
Bad though? What's not
I feel
too
like
bad?
if you've been with somebody for a long enough time and then you end up finding out, it's just like, okay, well, if you love this individual, I mean, it'll be horrible if like the arguments come out. You fucking bitch, you girl, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I be rooting the motherfucker like, man, you are a woman. Like we about to box in this motherfucker. Like, you know.
That's how you argue shit gonna change. What you said? You argue, fuck that.
Yes,
You gonna be putting hands on me no more, bitch. And I mean that for real.
Hands and feet in this motherfucker. Hands and feet in this motherfucker. All right, y'all. We're going to just take one call. Once again, the question of the day, what would you do if you found out your partner was born of the opposite sex. I'm going to take a call from the 414 number. Last 4 digits of that number is 0254. What would you do? Hello?
What would you do?
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? That is an interesting question. My sister was asking me that question earlier today, and I did not have an answer then, and I'm struggling with an answer now. I would be pissed, first of all. It'll be some kind of Jerry Springer shit going on. No bullshit, because, man, how dare you, first of all. And at the same time, I'd be like, damn, how could you? Like, whoa. Like, I was told, like,
how dare you, how could you?
You know, like, damn. Well, that explains why the lights were always off. You know, I'd be thinking some shit like that. But, like, you know, I don't know. I'll be pissed. I'll feel, like, betrayed. And then I'll probably question my sexuality a little bit. Like, did I really enjoy that? Is that something I could do again? You know, like, we live in an era where, like, sex is so open and so free now. So it's like, okay, like, maybe I did like that. Maybe that's something I might be interested in. And, like, if we've been together this long, it's like, fuck it, hey. Whatever, it is what it is, you know,
right.
like.
Yeah. Well, so are you in a relationship?
Yes, I am. With a man.
So,
is not a woman.
No,
he's not a woman. Trust me, I know. I know.
Is that your man in the background? Is that your man in the background?
Yes.
Okay, so can we ask him what would he do? Can you hear us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, what would you do? What would you do if you found out that this woman that's speaking to us was actually a man?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick her ass off the roof. No, for real though, I'll be messed up about it though. Like, I don't know what I do, but I know I can't like go on with it. Like, that's kind of crazy and that's kind of foolish and foolish.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for calling in.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay. So that was a good one, though. That was a good. It's always good hearing from a woman and a man, especially people that are in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To hear what kind. But he gonna beat her ass if he finds out.
Right.
So I hope she's a real woman.
Straight yoke. Straight yoke. Mm-hmm.
Egg yolk, baby. No. Yes, y'all. But we only took one call for the evening. Before we end our show tonight, Jen, do you have anything that you would like to confess on this beautiful air?
So my confession is what I was talking about earlier. I need to be more, I guess, I just need to stop letting stuff bother me so much. I don't really want to go into details, but I just think, like, if I can tell, like, a motherfucker's being disrespectful, no matter what the environment is, I have a habit of wanting to rectify the situation. And I know that's not going to be the best for me in life, especially with what I want to do and where I'm trying to go. And even, like, with this show and, like, me starting my own business, I can't just be fighting bitches. Like, you know, I'm not young no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be 26 next week. And, I mean, I haven't been in a fight since forever, like, 19? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just the fact of nobody has brought me to that point, you know. And I've always been the kind of person to where I feel like for the most part I've kind of started fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was ever something where I felt like I'm not going to sit and argue with you, I'd rather just swing at you. So that's just something that I need to work on. I have a little growing to do, but I was having a conversation with my sister / co-host Angel, and you know, and it was something really bothering me, and I was just like, should I just get there and just go ham on all these bitches? And you had to calm me down and tell me, like, and I'm so glad we had a conversation, because I would have went in there and just went the fuck off, and this is my job,
right?
And like, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that, you know, I felt like that would have been okay. To me, it's crazy. Like, that's not normal. Like, I'm letting motherfuckers who not paying my bills basically decide if I'm getting paid or not. You know what I'm saying?
And shit, you never want to let nobody. Don't even allow nobody to take no food out your mouth, out your no money out your pocket, none of that shit. Because that right there to me is extremely unacceptable. And trust me, trust Angel, baby. Told me that I remember one time I went to quit a job, and I was like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm done. And my old manager, her name is Damien, and she is just the bomb. She told me, she was like, let me tell you something. Don't ever let a motherfucker take no food out your house or no money out your pocket. And I was looking like, huh? Take food out my pocket, out my house, money out my pocket. What the fuck you talking about? And when she sat down, she sat me down and explained everything to me. I could not believe, you know, how I was going to let this individual at my job cost me a whole job. You know, and it's like sometimes, yeah, you mad and you can't stand up because even recently, some shit happened at my job where, you know, I had been asking my manager for a particular spot in the building, you know, a particular seat. And, you know, I think I even mentioned this last week, and I asked him, you know, about a year ago. He told me no because somebody else was going to be there. The person that was there had ended up dying over a heart transplant. And nobody had been sitting there for about 6-7 months. And next thing you know, instead of him coming up to me like, oh, Angel, this spot is now available, he gave it to the bitch, one of my other coworkers. And now the bitch should be sitting up there smiling and shit, looking like a fucking dildo head ass bitch. And that just irritated the shit out of me.
Annoying, you know? Bitch.
And she's not even, like, and she's like actually a good person. Like, I actually never have had an issue with her. She works hard. She's always at work. She never calls in. It's just the fact that what he did, I felt disrespected because it's like, okay, I asked you for 3 different seats. You told me 3 single times, but you gave all 3 of the seats have been given to a Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up here, and when motherfuckers walk past my desk, they see my computers. When motherfuckers walk past their desk, their computers are facing them. They got a whole area, not even, I have a cubicle, but they have an office. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And I've asked for those offices, and I've been told no. So it's like, okay, let me hurry up, get this degree, and get the fuck out of here so I can be making more than y'all when I'm y'all age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about anyways. I'm like, I'm not even going to be petty. She comes past, good morning, bitch. Why are you walking past? Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning,
and the thing
bitch.
is,
you know
with that, it's just like, you know, something that I've always been told is in the workplace a lot of times, no matter how hard we bust our ass, like, they are going to look at us being black, you know, that we're lazy, you know, and that we could have done this, and that. And a lot of times how white motherfuckers move is like, you know, they are friends first, you know, and if you can sit and agree and sit and have conversations and, you know, I come to you and tell you my secrets, I can talk about, you know, what I'm going through as far as dating and blah, blah, blah. That is what's going to get you to where you need to go, as well as with the credentials. But you busting your ass and doing your job and, you know, fuck that. Like you said, do what you need to do to get where you need to go. Don't let it affect you or feel like it's making you less than a person, and realize what it is. And that's the same thing with me that's going on with my job. I know a lot of times where I bust my ass, and the truth is in numbers. Like, I have been pulled aside, and motherfuckers have told me, like, that I'm doing shit to change shit in the facility that I'm working in, you know. But then what I hear from certain people is something opposite. So I know it's not me. Of course, I'm not perfect, and it's all something that we can work on, you know. But I know that I do my fucking job. But that's the reason why I've been saving. And this is not something I'm going to be doing all my life. And I'm grateful for my opportunities. But when it's time to move on, it's time to move on.
You're not a cool.
You know?
Exactly. You're not a fucking cool. I'm not going to be sharing Facebook posts and shit with y'all. Bitch has been asking me for my Facebook page for the last 2 years. Bitch, why? I don't fucking like you. I'm a racist. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't like you, bitch. You don't need to see the type of shit that I post on my motherfucking bitch. I be like, I don't have a Facebook. I don't share my Facebook with people that I work with. I say some shit that may offend you. You might have me lose my job. No, thank you, ma'am. No.
And that's the thing with me. Like, I'm so scared because just like a couple people I work with listen to the podcast. So I'm like, but luckily they're all woke. Like, you know, and I don't talk about it much. You know, they kind of come to me and be like, yeah, listen to it, and then, you know. And I find out that they actually like listen to like every show. So I'm just like, okay, well, I don't give a fuck because I'm not changing who I am. I'm not at work as long as I don't act like this in the workplace and I'm being real to who I am. And if I do get fired, guess what? I'm good. Okay, I'm good. You know, I can start my business a lot sooner. So fuck everything.
Bitch. He's good.
I'm not changing who the fuck I am for you bitches. You know, stack your coin so you can get comfortable and be like.
Exactly. I'm trying, nigga. Damn, I'm trying to stack my coin. Damn, you ain't gotta come at me now.
Not you. Not you.
I'm just playing. But you guys, thank you so much for tuning in this evening. I obviously don't have a confession, you know, because I never have one. Because I'm a loser, you know, I never have anything to confess. And guess what? Motherfucker, it ain't changed this week either. I still ain't got a damn thing to confess. But
that's gonna be your homework. Just have a confession next week. Just think, what can I say that I've never said before?
I like to have sex. No.
Wow.
You know. But you know this already, no.
Yeah, I know that, yes.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up, nigga. No. Anywho, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Once again, make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Tumblr, SoundCloud, podcast and Blog Talk, and of course, check out our website, www.confessiontous.com. You can expect to hear from us next on Sunday, February 20th, guys, the day before Jean's 26th birthday. Yes,
the
nigga's
I'm an old nigga out here. What up?
Yeah, you are an old nigga out here. What are you doing for your birthday? Well, you know,
I'm actually, I just talked to, well, you know, I'm going to D.C. next weekend, but on my actual birthday, I was just talking to Chris about it. We're just going to have like a little kickback, little situation. That's why I wish you lived down here because we just always do shit like that. Like, we just always be like, okay, well, everybody come over. Just bring some wine, you know, bring a bottle.
Are you barbecuing?
Everybody bring some food. We just gonna cook and just chill. And it'd be like 30 motherfuckers in here. We just all be being ugly, you know.
Are you barbecuing?
No. I mean, I don't know if it's, I mean, it's been hot, so maybe Chris would. I don't really care. All I want is just some fried chicken and some wine. That's all. I don't really
Nigga, you don't barbecue?
Nigga, I haven't barbecued since I was like in middle school. Chris barbecues, but you know I can't barbecue.
Oh, you need to stop being so dependent. It seems like Chris do everything. I'm gonna have to leave your ass.
Wow, I can cook. Don't do that.
Well, I hope so.
I've been learning.
Dang.
A little bit.
So
even though I made dressing on Valentine's Day and I like ruined it. But the thing is, I didn't have all the necessary. I didn't have all the necessary ingredients. Huh?
Was it too oily?
No, I didn't put any chicken broth in it. I bought like some, you know, like not the crouton kind of things. I forgot what you call it, like breadcrumbs or whatever. And it had chicken broth in it, so I thought that was enough. And that shit was dry. Like I ain't put no chicken broth in it or no sage, so it's just like horrible. But I ate it, but Chris was just like he's trying to be so nice about it, but he's just like, babe, it kind of made me gag a little bit. I was like, oh my God, like I really feel like one of the people from the movie, you know. But other than that, should I be cooking be good though?
Hey, I've done that before too. I made one time. I remember I made some dressing that was oily as a bitch. I was like, this dressing is just horrible. Like it was so oily. I remember another time I made it and it was just so dry. And then I remember like calling my mom, like call your mom when you're making food, because parents, especially if your mom is a cooker. My mom is a cooker. Okay, my mom can fucking throw the down, guys. And I'm telling you, like, I'd be like, Mom, I cannot make my dressing right. And she would be like, okay, well, baby, do this. Call me back in, 30 minutes. And we'll sit on the phone and cook together. I remember that one time my dressing came out so good. It was dressing, and I had the Cornish hen up in there. Oh, my goodness. Y'all making me hungry.
Oh, that sounds so good. I just need some good-ass soul food because I ruined it.
Yes.
I really want some dressing so bad. Like, I just want some dressing and some country ass mac and cheese. That'd be the best. Just some country ass.
Yes, the pan kind. Baked pan macaroni and cheese. Oh my God, it's so good. I know my cousin Shatavia makes some good ass. You remember my cousin Shatavia? You was over her house and threw up all in her car.
You always said that. You know, you're going to make Shatavia hate me.
You did.
My favorite cousin. You know Shatavia's my favorite cousin. Don't do that. Damn.
When you threw up in her car, nigga, and made her husband pick up all the throw up.
No, I would have cleaned it up. Like, he cleaned it up and wasn't like, was he mad? Because, they seemed like they were so okay with it.
He's a real good dude. He's such a good man. Like, he is, like, I don't think that, I'm sure he probably was like,
I still feel bad about that to this day. Like, I had so much fun that day. You know, if we ever hang out with them again, like, I promise I won't be gross like that. Like, I would not drink that much ever. I was just
next time, I'm sure. My cousin has parties all the time, so next time you guys
come
up
do.
here,
we
you know.
have parties all the time, like, just for whatever reason. Like, yeah.
Yeah, her parties be popping, though, so we're going to have to, if she has another party, y'all going to have to come up here, like, in September around her birthday time, because her parties do be popping. Like, she always had the liquor popping. She always had the food popping. She be having wings, and her, like I said, her macaroni and cheese is the bomb, and it's just crazy. So, yes, we're going to have to get it popping over at Shatavia's house, you know. But anyways, guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And y'all send us y'all confessions. I'm so sick and tired of not receiving a confession. We've been doing this show for almost a year.
Right. All these motherfuckers to this show, and we still have not got a confession yet. Like, come on. Y'all just be listening and lurking. Like, come on. I know it's something you want to say. Like, damn.
Exactly.
Like, we confess every week. I pour my heart out to you guys, and I expose myself and embarrass myself. And you can't do the same for me.
Oh my God, do not cry.
But I'm for real. But I'm for real. Like, I just be being so vulnerable, and y'all just be taking advantage. I'm hurt.
Taking advantage. He's hurt,
I'm really
guys.
hurt. Yeah.
He's hurt, and I am too. Hurt and disappointed. Y'all, make sure y'all tune in next week. Once again, on Sunday, the February 26th, same time, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. We want to hear from you all. So once again, make sure y'all check out our website, www. You can send your confessions to us that way, or you can send it directly to us via email, confession2us@gmail.com. Love you guys. This is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, John Mosby, and you are listening to the one and only Confession Session.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Advance Auto Parts has better parts and better service